What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of ENA We Got Time. As always, I'm your host, Alex, and we're finally here. Unfortunately, this is the end of the season. This is the Super Bowl. I know there are two teams specifically that can't wait for Sunday. As for the rest of us, we just kind of waiting to see, hopefully our parlays hitting stuff like that, squares and so forth. But this is it. This is the big game. This is the game everybody's been waiting for. We are at the Super Bowl finally. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your pick below. We are giving away $100 this week. Yes, this is the grand finale. We need the total score, and I also need, I just need the total score and who you got winning, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, this is the Super Bowl, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We got Chiefs versus the 49ers. Real quick injury report. Take this with a grain of salt. These guys had, 2 weeks to prepare. I think a lot of these guys are going to play, but just letting you guys know what's going on. As far as the 49ers go, Armstead, defensive end, he has a foot and knee issue. He had a few DNPs over the past couple of days. George Kittle, the tight end, he has a toe issue. I think he was still practicing. Thomas, the cornerback, he has an ankle issue. He was limited in a couple practices. And Burks, the linebacker, he was questionable, but he should play. As far as the Chiefs go, Joe Thuney, the guard, he was a non-participant in a couple of practices, but I would not be shocked if he goes. Chris Jones had a quad issue. If you saw in the game against Baltimore, he went down for a little bit. I think he got right back up. I just think he missed a play or two maybe, but he was limited at practice a couple of days. I fully assume he is going to play. Sky Moore has a knee issue, the wide receiver. He's been limited in practices, but I'm sure he'll play. Isaiah Pacheco has a toe and ankle issue. He was limited at a couple of practices. I know you guys saw against Baltimore, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he came in. He had a couple of carries, had a couple of snaps. So, yeah, Pacheco's a little banged up. And Charles, I'm not going to butcher his last name, he tore his ACL, the defensive end. That's going to be a big loss for them. First things first, like I did with the AFC and NFC championship game, we're going to go ahead and get into who I think could possibly be, impact players, surprise players. For the Chiefs, I'm going with backup tight end Noah Gray. He's he's a backup to Kelsey, but I do think with limited snaps, I think he can get in and make a huge impact. I know the 49ers are probably going to key in on, Rice and Kelsey and Pacheco, so I think he can definitely go out there and have him a nice game. I'm not saying he goes, 7 catches, 100 yards, but I definitely think he can get, 2 or 3 catches, in a pivotal drive, keep the chain moving, things like that, maybe even surprise touchdown. As far as the defensive side, not too much of a surprise, solid play on the defense. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, I think he's going to be real pivotal as far as stopping the run. And we did see Brock Purdy show off his legs a little bit. So I think Nick Bolton will be really key for that aspect. I expect him to go up and get a couple nice tackles, stop a couple of plays. So that's what I got. For the Chiefs, as far as the 49ers go, the surprise guys, last week I went with Juwan Jennings, and he had that great one-handed catch. Made me look good. But this week I'm going to go with Elijah Mitchell, the running back. No, he hadn't really been, that they haven't used him as much in the playoffs, and he's been, in and out of the lineup a lot. But I do think he can go in and, get some solid snaps, get some solid plays in there, and I think he can help keep drives alive. As far as on the defensive side for the 49ers, I'm going to go with the cornerback Thomas. I like the way he plays. I know Ward is going to probably be assigned Rice maybe. I'm not too sure, but I think Thomas is definitely going to be key to stopping the pass game. I'm not exactly too sure where they're going to have him line up or who, but I think he'll be lined up probably against Tony if he plays, or Sky Moore, who I do think those two can have some pretty big splash plays. So he's definitely going to be a huge help in the pass game. I have this game being really nip and tuck. I really like both of these teams. The Chiefs defense probably has, I think it's probably been the best defense overall throughout this playoffs. They faced pretty much almost anything you can throw at them. Dual threat quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks, pocket passers, and they've only faced 3 people. I'm just saying, like, Tua is more of a pocket passer, and he has a dynamic offense, with Tyreek and Waddle. Josh Allen's more of a dual threat, and we already know what Lamar Jackson is. They face the weapons with the Dolphins. They face the weapons with the Bills, and the offense with the Ravens. So I do think the Chiefs, their defense is battle tested. As far as the 49ers defense, I think they played pretty well. The Green Bay game was a little iffy, and the Detroit game was a little iffy, but they pulled through in the end. And I got to give them and their defense credit. They came through in the end. They got the stops that they needed. However, I do think the Chiefs' defense is just a little bit better. I like them a little bit better in my opinion. And as far as offense, I like the pieces around Brock Purdy. I like what he's been able to do. However, I think I said this in my previous videos. I'm not going against Mahomes. I'm just not. I like the 49ers, and I would not be shocked, if the 49ers do pull off a win. I'm not going to pick them. I got the Chiefs winning this in a very, very close ball game. I'm probably going Chiefs. Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs 27-24. That's how I'm calling the Super Bowl. Chiefs win. And that's it. Again, man, I appreciate all y'all for sticking with us this year. From the fantasy football we did, that was a lot of fun. And these weekly prediction videos, y'all really helped me down. Y'all really showed a lot of support. So appreciate y'all this all season. We're gonna have some more videos, some more interviews, everything. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep everything going. Just like I said earlier, subscribe and just stay tuned. We got some more big things coming. As always, I'm your host, Alex. This is ZNA. We got time, and I'm out. Peace.
Here, make Knock it off at your Pittsburgh.